around eighth grade, I was given an opportunity to go to a Steubenville Youth Conference through Franciscan University of Steubenville. We had the very first off-campus youth conference in my diocese, literally like a couple miles from my house. And
everywhere now.
And then that was kind of we were that little pilot program in this little town in Louisiana, and then it grew to be, we were one of the largest conferences in the country over the years, and it's been something that even cool as an adult and as a deacon, I've been able to go back, and now I have kids who are going. My children, two of my children have been going the last 2 years, so it's been kind of a neat progression in that. But that's where I really kind of mark, like, that's where I kind of took my faith as my own. I had a encounter with Christ in the Eucharist at that point, and it was kind of always going to be there. That was, I jokingly, not knowing, like, that's kind of the first indelible mark of the church on capturing me, right? That was always going to be there, no matter what I did from that point on. That was always a reference point that I could turn back to, and push back into, I have this as the foundation. Now, how does that work with where I am in life, Right. And so that really moved me from eighth grade into ninth grade, and really started giving me those opportunities to, we had a high school retreat team in the diocese that did confirmation retreats, to start getting some of those little avenues of activating my faith even before I was confirmed. Right. And so that kind of starts being my markers throughout of high school. It was always kind of that other life, I had my athletics, I had football, I had all of these things in high school, I had musicals, the different activities I didn't really integrate with it, but that was always the other side, right? That was, I can't this weekend, I can't, come in on Saturday because I'm going to be over here doing this church thing. Or, the church thing was like, oh, no, I can't go and do that because, I have football practice, or I have, X, Y, and Z, right? Yeah. So, that's kind of that, but it's always been that marker that has sat there. And from that point on, like, I can trace back to that point being, that's where my faith really became my own. So
that's amazing. Thanks be to God. For that foundation.